My beautiful Aqua Soul family, Aqua Gang Gang Gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general message for my beautiful Aquarian gang. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please keep in mind that the messages are, in fact, general. Holy angels and spirit guides come through and give us additionally what we need to know. We have an action-packed pre-shuffle going on here. Don't really know how you're going to receive this one, you guys, okay? Try not to yell too much, not overstimulate you too much, but this is too much in and of itself, okay? Cross watchers, you're welcome here as well. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, please place yourself where you belong in the storylines, okay? Don't force anything to fit, y'all. Use your intuition to guide you towards the messages that are here for you today. You will know if this is your message. I am hearing that very clearly. I'm actually really interested to see how many of you are going to resonate with this one, okay? Feels very specific. It's really zoning in on a very particular situationship, friends with benefits, loosely involved, kind of there, not there. Words don't match the action sort of thing. I do see a shift coming in this energy. It is taking a bit of a pivot here that I don't think that you see coming, but that's a good thing because I feel like this is not something that you would have wanted to prepare for anyway. This is going to hit you by surprise, and you, of course, get to decide where it is that you want to go with this thing, okay? Please take a moment, click the like button, as well as the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. Send me a little hey girl, hey down below in the comments. Let me know you're here. So let's start out with the overarching theme of this reading, okay? This is about a mind manipulation, okay? Or an attempt to manipulate energy. More specifically, emotions that will then lead someone to make up their mind about a person, a place, a thing, a situation. It is manipulation at its finest, but it is done in a more subdued way, very underhanded, kind of passively. I do get that the charm that this person provides does blind people to their actual motives sometimes, or you may feel like you see them, right? It's like, I see you. I see what you just did there, right? Like, I see how you just bounced over that. I see how you just said that thing. And if you weren't so damn cute, maybe I'd call you to the carpet about it, right? They get away with shit because of their charm, their looks, their appearance. Maybe they are a wordsmith, right? Maybe they are smooth with it. Maybe they are kind of innocent with it. There's some kind of something that masks the real energy that this person had possessed in the beginning of things, okay? Now, I do get that this is a pattern of this person. And what goes along with this energy is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is my empty offer card. But in this deck specifically, it's about selling a dream, you know? It's about getting a person to daydream about what could be rather than looking at what is. It is about selling a pipe dream. It could also be about getting someone to believe something that's so out there, but because who is saying it, you want to believe it about this person, right? So for instance, it is a cup, right? So this would be about emotions. This would be about romance. This would be about love. This could come in the form of future faking, which is like making plans about the future as if they actually had any intention on following through. The future faking is just on a whole other level for those of you who dealt with that. An example of that would be, you not too long ago met this person, because Page of Cups is a new relationship. But for those of you who were dealing with this person for quite some time, they were still showing up as the Page of Cups even years later, okay? It never quite got off the ground seriously, okay? And that's funny that I say off the ground because there's a figure in this card that's literally off the ground, okay? But then this figure here looks like it's imagining things getting off the ground, something that has to do with love, okay? A partnership, a cup that may potentially come. So there is this dangling of an offer, okay? The, oh, you almost had it type of trick, kind of dangling a carrot in front of the rabbit's face. So that could go either way. This could be a connection that has been in your life for quite some time, but it never took off. It has not grown any roots whatsoever. Your efforts have been unmatched. Your efforts have not gotten anywhere. Their efforts were either null and void, but also were just falsified, right? Fraudulent. I can change your mind about love. And what this person likes to do is they show up in a way to get you to change how you see the structure of a traditional relationship, what should actually be. It kind of coerces people to think outside of the box in terms of love. And that then gives this person an advantage to give a lot less than what they would have normally, right? They can even use tactics such as guilt tripping you on the things that you're asking for. Like, we don't have to be like every other relationship. Why do we have to have a title? Why do certain things have to happen in a certain amount of time? And you're a rebel at heart. So that may have spoken to some form of part of your own soul's journey, right? That spark of, I don't have to go along with the crowd. We don't have to be like every couple. We don't have to do the first come love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby and the baby carriage. Because I'm trying to lay you down right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to it right now. We're going to have fun right now. We're going to go with the flow right now. Now that came back to bite you in the ass. I'm just saying, okay? It did. It most certainly did. And I feel like this person was able to talk their way out of it. They are a charmer. I'm hearing a smooth talker, or this person can bring out the tears really fast. They are able to get in a position to get forgiven multiple times. Now, here's the thing. This person never changed your mind about love in general. Okay, I feel like you may have kind of fed into some of their antics initially, but you started to catch on pretty soon. I feel like some of the ways in which this person has been able to habitually get people attached to a situation without any investment truly on their end coming back, without any return on their own investment, without any skin in the game, if you will. It's a very sneaky way in which they do it, and you have to be really smart to catch on, okay? Now, I'm not saying that this person thought you were dumb, but I do feel like they thought you were like a sucker for love type of energy. So this person would have laid it on pretty thick in terms of whatever your love language was, okay? Selling pipe dreams. Page of Cups also for me is about like believing that pigs can fly, that puppy love type shit, right? The shit that feels good, but it doesn't really add any value. It's not really adding any security. It just feels good in the moment. Is very short-lived. You may have had a lot of good moments with this person, but again, very short-lived. And the fact that the Nine of Wands showed up so fast for me does suggest that you did call this person to the carpet. You did call them out. Now, they were able to weasel their way out of accountability and explanation, but I feel like you started to catch on to their game rather soon. That's just what this suggests for me. So instead of them changing your mind about love, or changing your mind about how you should be receiving love, or what you deserve, right? What's deserving, what the traditional relationship should be, I feel like you unsubscribed from their notion and said, it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. In fact, it matters about what I want. Like, what I desire is what matters. And if that's what a whole lot of other people desire, then that's their business. I'm still not like changing up what I'm asking you for. It does feel like their back was against the wall. It feels like their back is against the wall. So this is all past energy. You were supposed to definitely feed into this. Yes, the plan was to fall in love with a dream, right? With an illusion, with something that doesn't actually exist. Is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups in my readings are an empty offer, but they feel damn good. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a bunch of actions that don't really have any passion, meaning, or truth behind them. It's like somebody showing up and doing something for you, but they don't really care about how it turns out, or they have ulterior motives that suggest that they don't really care about how things turn out for you, as long as they get what it is that they are trying to accomplish. It's empty at that point. Then it's kind of fake at that point. It is fraudulent, right? It's a lie. It is a lie. Now, this person is definitely coming in here like, girl, are you going to get to the good part yet? Are you going to tell them what I've been doing? Are you going to tell them how I've changed? Are you going to tell them how I've healed, how I see things now? I do see this person being forced into a healing journey. Okay, they're this way for a reason. Okay, are we pulling? So we are pulling clarifiers is what they're saying. Right after I heard they are this way for a reason. They want me to use that phrase in past tense because this person has in fact changed. Okay, you had a pretty big wake-up call in terms of what happened in the allotted amount of time that you were with this person, and not a whole lot had changed. So you had the choice of either subscribing to the falsified documents that they were giving you, right? The falsified energy, the fraudulent energy, the lie, right? Believe the lie in order to feel good for the moment, or to opt out. Some of you, in fact, did opt out. I do see that. I see you going into a new beginning with the Fool card, diving off of a cliff. Even though you don't know what's on the other side, you kind of got a good idea of what you were going to get from this person. And you were either at an impasse, or you actually chose, because we do have the Two of Swords along with the Fool. Now that does surprise this person. It surprises them. Okay. And I feel as though this person has collected many of hearts on this cycle, on this whirlwind with them. You would be the only person to actually stand 10 toes down on some of the requirements that you were asking for from them, being strong enough to release this. Okay. Not allowing whatever feelings you did have for them blind you to seeing the truth. Okay. So this Ace of Cups is clarifying all three of these cards, is what it's saying. This person, I feel as though in their past, right, their cups were very limited, guys, okay, in terms of love from their family, romantic love as well. So they got into the business of just stealing it, you know, stealing hearts, stealing feelings, you know, stealing people's time, stealing people's energy, stealing people's money for some of you, right? They had to become a thief to get the things that they wanted, even though they could have healed a long time ago. Okay, the life and the quality of life that they have always wanted has always been there for the taking, and they would have been very victorious and successful at getting there. But I feel like this was the easiest route. Okay, so they still currently have people who are trying to figure out if there's still a chance. You know what I mean? I feel like you chose a different path, and this is what's getting this person's attention, not on you, but on themselves. Okay, something about you specifically. It could be something that you said to them specifically, because we do have the Judgment and the Four of Wands here, right? Four of Wands is definitely about, this could be a twin flame energy, right? This could be you recognizing that this is someone who is asleep, someone who is immature, who has not matured, sort of recognizing in some kind of an aha moment that this is a vicious cycle that was on rinse and repeat. And the only thing that you can control is yourself. So that is what we shall do, right? We shall choose ourselves rather than suffrage. It's not that this person wants people to subscribe to suffrage. It's that they suffered and they want to be able to get out of that state of suffrage by any means necessary. They don't really worry about the collateral damage that comes along with breaking people's hearts, that comes along with ghosting people, that comes along with lying to people, that comes along with telling people, you know, selling people pipe dreams and false hopes and then disappearing. Because I'm hearing that this person can be like a thief in the night. Now, for a great majority of you, they were not able to disappear on you, okay? They weren't able to get what they needed, which is the Ace of Cups, fill their cup to the brim while they're steady giving whoever they're dealing with the Page of Cups. That is their MO. Give the least, take the most. And they come out real fat and happy and fed with overflowing abundance of whoever they have just taken from. And they leave people spinning, waiting for another chance, waiting to get this person back, waiting for another good moment, waiting for another opportunity to see them or talk to them or hear them out or understand what happened. Why did it change? What is going on, right? Like, are we okay? You know, waiting. It does create a form of addiction. So this is the type of person who likes to get people to get so blindly in love that they are addicted to a fault. I will change your mind. And the most appalling part about this energy, they're like, girl, when are you going to get to my changes? Can you please just tell them that I'm not the same anymore? No. Not so fast, little gumdrop. I'm going to say what I need to say. You showed up, didn't you? Alrighty, let's go. It's showtime. The most appalling part is, in order to get their cup to the full to the brim, they have to go for the highest hanging fruit. Okay? Now, I'm going to slow walk you through this thing because I don't want you beating yourself up, right? I don't want you, you know, negatively speaking to yourself about, I feel like you got out a lot sooner than a lot of their victims. We are going to call them that. This is, this person definitely victimizes people who potentially are looking for love, right? Or on the lookout for love. Now, the difference between you and others is you either weren't looking and you just stumbled upon this bullshit of a connection. And I'm sorry, I'm definitely sending you love and light. Okay? Sending you all the love and light, babe. Or you were looking, okay? So for those of you who were looking, this could be in form of meeting this person on social media, meeting this person online. I am hearing that a small majority of you may have worked with this person, or the two of you work in the same building or the same vicinity, something to that nature. They had close proximity to you, or they were able to lurk on your page, right? To see what you're about, to see what kind of memes you post, to see what kind of, you know, updates you post, right? What kind of things do you say? What kind of things do you feel? What kind of people do you follow? I do feel like this is the type of person to study their victims prior, because they need somebody that can fill their cup to the brim. That is a flex, by the way, right? Not so much of a flex to have to heal your own self from this whirlwind, right? But it is a flex in a sense of seeing yourself, right? Your own judgment, right? Your own way of picking people, and just your own way of viewing yourself as a person. You would have had to be top notch for this person to choose you. Okay, they don't like to choose people who are weak. They don't like to choose people who are insecure. They don't like to choose people who don't have anything to offer. They don't like to choose people who are, you know, down on their luck. They want to choose people who are about something, people who can invest something, people who can pour into them, people who may give to them more than anything, right? People who are smart, people who are witty, people who are strong, people who are spiritual, people who are, you know, just all the things. They have to go very high because they need that cup filled to the brim. Now, I do get that a majority of you got out prior to this person's cup getting full all the way. They didn't have a backup plan. Okay. It definitely left them in a bit of a spinning mode. The spin mode, right? They were suspecting the machine to stop. I'm literally getting a visualization of a washing machine. They were expecting it to stop after it spin, and then they were going to start the cycle all over again. But you hopped the fuck out during the spin cycle, which then in turn left them in there by their motherfucking self, spinning on repeat. They have been trying to get out of it unscathed, right? So this is someone who, while they don't care about how their actions will affect someone else, they do care about how other people's actions will affect them. They want to protect themselves. They want to protect their best interests. They want to protect their heart, their mind, right? Their ego, their pride. They want to protect whatever little self-esteem they've been holding on to with a little bitty, itty bitty string. So ironic. So I do feel like whatever move this is that you made, the Fool card, it's like, anything would be better than this, bitch. I'm out of here. I don't give a fuck if I don't have a plan. I don't give a fuck if I'm going to have to cry for the next couple of days. I don't care what's on the other side. Spirit had another plan for you. Okay. So if you are currently in your healing phase, please be expecting something pretty major on the other side of your healing. Okay, a wish fulfillment, something very big, a manifestation, something that will be coming in because you definitely listen to your intuition on this one. Okay, there will be a victory on the other side for you. Very successful venture. Okay, so you can take that as a sign that you're on the right path and that you've done the correct thing. You've done the right thing. But I feel like there were so many murky areas in terms of this relationship that for some of you, maybe you are still confused about who you were dealing with, who this person actually is. Did they mean it, right? Like everything that they said, everything that they sold you on, was it actually true? Did you bow out too soon? I just saw 444 on the timer. So that definitely signifies to me that you definitely have protective measures around you, ancestors, someone who has passed away, someone who you hold very dear to your heart, or someone who you never even met in this lifetime, but is your ancestor, right? They passed away before you got here. That holds you very dear to your heart, to their heart. So take that as a resonate and don't force it to fit, right? Just understand that you have other forces behind you, okay? And it looks like a bit of a matrix. It could be several people rallying together to protect you and almost be like, listen, we don't want to push you off this bitch, but we're here to tell you that somebody is here trying to confuse you, okay? This literally looks like somebody putting this blindfold on themselves, and these birds are meant to be in the position of a lot of chatter, a lot of noise, a lot of talking. They're there to evoke confusion, to get you to not be able to hear the stronger forces, right? To not get you to hear your intuition, not get you to hear your spirit guides, to get you to ignore that, get you to turn away from that and do what? Get your mind to believe what they're telling you. Now, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis, I don't know why you try to get me to start off the reading with all your changes, but shit is not looking good for you. Hello? I hope you changed for yourself. You like, girl, what changes? Get to that. Okay, fine. So we have the Two of Swords there. I feel like this backfired on them, okay? This plan finally has backfired on them. This is the one relationship where it did not go to plan, okay? So you kind of did an Uno reverse on this person. They were left in the cycle by themselves, spinning, okay? Out of control. And I feel like your ancestors, they decided to put the spin mode on the extreme spin, okay? The top, okay? The fastest spin on the motherfucking machine. This bitch can't breathe. They can't think. They can't eat. They can't sleep. Their own mind is working a mile a minute, okay? Their own demons are showing up. Their own transgressions are showing up. People from the past are showing up, and people are showing up in this person's dream as well. They're showing up in their dreams, or they were. This could be past tense, right? This is what is all leading up to this person looking at themselves, okay? They have nobody to run to. They have nowhere to run. You've sipped from so many cups that you stole, bitch, that you stole. I'm gonna need you to sit in that. It's definitely feeling like the energy of somebody who's like, okay, fine, I changed. I'm gonna say I'm sorry. Now let's just go back to regular. Spirit is like, all the suffers that you have evoked in people's lives unwarranted. You think that you're just gonna bounce over? You think you're just gonna bounce over this? Are you crazy? So I do see you healing. Okay, is the healing rapid? No, but I also see that the Uno reverse has led to this person being the one stuck on a cycle spinning. Okay, this is like juggling the Two of Pentacles, but the way I see this along with the Two of Swords is like a very rampant speed is that spin cycle. They're not just trying to kill this person's ego. They're trying to destroy it from the inside out. There is a bit of an identity crisis that comes along with that. And then they're left with nothing, right? They have to build everything back up from the very beginning, and they better do it with some morality this time. Okay, I see a lot of warnings coming their way, and I see people that they don't even know, which would be your ancestors, showing up to warn them. I see them waking up in the middle of their sleep, waking up like in a cold sweat. They're not even talking to you at this time, but I feel like whoever this is showing up in their, okay, they're calling it a nightmare, but it's not. Whoever's showing up is letting it be known that it's directly attached to them messing with you. I heard you got the right one today, bitch. And by the right one, I mean the wrong one. So we have this person not walking, but running towards a new cycle. Okay, they getting fucked up on the other side. They really is. They don't have no choice. Okay, they don't have no choice. Shit is kind of beat up. And I do see an elevation. I see a direct change. We've gone from a Page of Cups to a motherfucking Emperor. Do you know what kind of levels of fire and pain and karmic turmoil you have to go through to jump like that? From a page to an Emperor? It's not a lie. I do see the Ace of Swords on the side. But I feel like that Ace of Swords in the reverse is more of this person holding this, a scarlet letter is what they're calling it. A scarlet letter. So it doesn't matter how much they change. They have a lot of cleaning up to do. They came and muddied up a lot of people's lives. Okay. They did a lot of shit to kind of change the course of people's heart chakra, right? Change people's idea about love. They did it. They did it on purpose too. They did it on purpose. Okay, so while you might not be in the group that I'm about to speak of, but this person has a lot, I'm hearing like blood on their hands. So that's just symbolic of them having a lot of people cry, like tears, you know, sadness, a lot of heavy energy that they were responsible for due to their thievery, theft, which then in turn led certain people to no longer want a relationship, to no longer believe in marriage, to no longer believe in love, to no longer want to have a family or children, to make decisions based on their dishonesty, and they are paying for it brutally. Now, the payment plan does lead to them being an emperor. I just have to keep it a buck, y'all, okay? I know I'm not trying to force you to do nothing. I'm not trying to, like, you know, court, none of that, right? I just got to keep it real. I see it. It's right there. Page to an emperor. Boom. Immediate acceleration. And it is because they chose to do the work. But that still doesn't mean this motherfucker should be allowed access. I'm just keeping it a bean. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna just keep it real. I must. This would be a risky one. Okay, I can't tell you what to do. I can't tell you to do it or not to do it. But I do see someone making a beeline straight for you. Now, I don't see them showing you exactly who they are immediately, which might also backfire on that ass. Okay, so we have some residual effects of their ego death, right? Kind of still lingering there because they're still holding their cards very close to their chest. It's sort of like they know the reason. They know you were the reason. They know that this is why this happened. They've been on an apology tour is what I'm hearing. They've been trying to find out what it's going to take for them to finally be able to ascend because they've already gone through the transformation, but the ascension is still on pause, is still on hold. I do see you as being one of the apologies on this apology tour. But I also get this person viewing you as maybe somebody who saved them. Okay? I know that sounds so weird. Saved them from themselves. So they might want to do a little bit more than apologize. I don't know what kind of offer this will be. It is a page of wands, right? So that signifies to me going out for drinks, you know, wanting to do something a little bit more fun, a little bit more on the lighter side before the two you get deep and get into the can of worms that they have created here. Okay. If that's even what you want to do, there is a bit of panic and anxiety and worry and panic in their energy because I do see them getting direct instructions to come and speak with you and make shit clear so that you're not in that group of people who no longer believe in what you deserve or what it is that you desired prior to knowing this person, altering your desires or altering the things that you have currently already been trying to manifest, right? Sort of thinking maybe that's not for you or thinking that this is a sign that relationships are all bullshit, right? Like I get them being on special assignment to have to come and explain themselves. I do see that. Wow, this one has been a little bit action-packed, okay? We're heading over to the extended, okay? Let's see where this is heading. I absolutely want to know where this person believes this is heading, okay? What's in their mind? I see all of the transformations that they've made. Ascension is what they are looking to go towards, but we know this person to be someone to manipulate energy and situations in order to get on better grounding for themselves. And the ascension would be the best grounding for them because then they would be out of this loop, right? They're still on the spin cycle. Make no mistake about it, okay? And they're almost desperate to get out of that, right? Finally be the new version of themselves and have their life reflect that. But there are still debts that they're left to pay. You happen to be on that list, babe. Just letting you know, okay? I also want to know what shadows both of you needed to address. And this would be the reason why this relationship ever showed up in either of you all's lives. Why did this happen? Knowing the lesson is going to be important to not repeat the lesson, okay? I want to know what additional karmic debt the divine has in store for this person. That's also very important in terms of being in close proximity to them, even if you're just talking, even if you're just texting. It's energy, guys, okay? Let's see their next steps and their intentions. That's just so you could be prepared to make the best decision for yourself, and you could be on ready, okay? We'll see the best possible outcome. What do you get out of this? Are you setting yourself up for failure, right? Like with this shit, okay? It is a big, big risk. Let's see what the risk reward is on this thing, okay? We'll spy a little bit, get a little bit ahead of it so you can make the best possible decision for yourself. And then we'll get into new love, okay? But before that, I definitely want to know what Spirit suggests you do to elevate your vibrational frequency, okay, in order to block low vibrational and toxic energies. This person is no longer that, which is why they're able to show up. But we want to make sure you learned your lesson and you're no longer going to be attracting that kind of energy any longer. You want to become invisible to it. In fact, I also want to know how Spirit suggests you restore your trust and optimism in love. What blockages, if any, could prolong you from actually getting towards the things that you've asked them for. Your manifestations showing up, okay? How do they suggest you remove those blockages? And then again, we'll move into the new, okay? See what exactly is coming in, who they are. Is it worth your time? Should you wait for the next one, right? We'll also pull some time frames in regards to when this is all going down, when the old person is coming in, when the new person is coming in, and when you do have the potential to have a long-term committed relationship. When will that be? Your next long-term committed relationship. I also want to pull a time frame on when this manifestation or dream wish fulfillment is coming in, okay? We'll get some advice, and I might throw in an Ask the Universe reading. So without further ado, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.